Online gurus are out of control. It's actual lunacy right now. Last month I was making fun of that goober who was saying things like, if you walk into a coffee shop and don't receive a round of applause and oohs and ahs from everyone there as they crowd surf you to the front of the line to receive a free coffee, it means you're ugly. Unlovable ugliness that you have is making everyone around you miserable and you'll never find true love. This is a normal experience every beautiful person has. It's just the wackiest shit ever. And today I just learned about a new weirdo who's making claims that if you don't sit down on a bench properly, it means people don't take you seriously. So he's trying to educate people on like proper sitting techniques as well as how to carry a folder like a man and how to have your coffee cup serve you.
Brother, you have to be present with anything that you do. Simply taking a seat. If you're not paying attention, you start looking around and drop it. That's gonna take away from your first impression. Lowers your status. And people around you, not gonna take you seriously. Move with purpose. So know already where you're gonna land, where you're gonna take a seat, and make it look effortless. Like an expert, not like a dog that's trying to take a dump.
Yeah, all those sitting experts, you want to emulate them. I feel like as long as you get those cheeks on the target, you've fundamentally become an expert at sitting. I don't think there's like ranked or professional levels of popping a squat, you know what I mean? But like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, there are so many people like this guy who just overcomplicate the most basic human activities and put so much emphasis on it to an absurd degree where they're claiming like this is going to ruin your first impression and lower your status. It's going to knock you down a few elo on the chair sitting competitive circuit. No one thinks like that. Absolutely nobody. This is unhinged behavior. No one's going to see you sit on a bench and be like, well, I calculated his intent there and I don't think he hit the landing mark he was aiming for. So I can't trust this guy and I now view him very differently. He is lesser to me now because he sat in a less than perfect manner. He is clearly not an expert when it comes to sitting on a bench. It must be fucking miserable to be the neurons in this guy's brain because he's activating them to like optimum levels just to figure out how he wants to sit on a bench. Alright, I have to account for wind speed here. I need to make sure left cheek gets approximately 15 centimeters away from the fucking armrest. Oh my god, it's coming! We're running out of time! We're going in for landing! Oh, I stumbled, everyone hates me.
Sure you don't ruin your first impression taking a drink from your favorite latte. How about you do this? Stop serving the cup. Drink it like a man. How did it look?
It looked robotic. Looks like Detroit Become Human. This guy's voice sounds like AI as well. What do you mean, stop serving the cup? You just drank coffee. Can you imagine a world, the world this guy lives in, where if he like accidentally leans forward a little too much to drink the coffee, he starts like looking around frantically, expecting the entire establishment to just go, ew! Did he just serve the coffee cup instead of letting it serve him? Oh my god! What a subhuman beta male! He didn't drink that shit like a man at all. Brother, you're drinking coffee. Nobody gives a fuck if you lean over to drink the coffee slightly, or if you're standing upright like you're setting a screen in basketball and then bring the coffee cup up to yourself. No one cares.
You ever wonder what it looks like from the side when you take a seat at the dinner table? Most of you will be leaning over the chair, pulling it over, then coming in and make it look effortless. Make that chair serve you. How does it look?
It looks like an Oblivion NPC. I've made that comparison like 3 times over the last month, but we are devolving to a point where people are emulating the behavior of the NPCs in fucking Elder Scrolls. That guy is actually going through the same animation they do when they sit down at a bar. What the fuck? It's so weird. That's like his catchphrase, make whatever serve you, which is just a straight up nothing statement. That's like me saying, I've been thinking, and now I just had a thought. Like, there's no substance to that. It's a fucking chair. No matter how you use it, it is serving you regardless. It always ends up the same. Your asshole planted on the chair. It is serving you no matter how you get there. The only time the chair wouldn't serve you is when you don't end up sitting on it. That's the only circumstance where that's a possibility. There is no universe that exists where you end up serving the chair, unless you put a chair on top of another one and then never sit on it. It doesn't make any fucking sense. None of this does. Like, he gives these tutorials on shit like sitting down.
Here I am, grabbing it like an ape and coming to business meeting. Make sure not to use underhand grip when carrying the folder. Making it all about the folder, but not about yourself. You grab the folder, approaching the business meeting, in this manner. How does it look?
This one makes a lot of sense. You could lose your job over the way you handle your folders there. I can already picture it now, getting called into the big guy's office. Hey, listen, Charles, we loved having you at this company, but I saw you walking down the hall just a moment ago. It was very clear you were making it all about the folder. We're gonna have to let you go. Thank you for your great work over the years, but we can't have that. You need to be the one serving the folder. We won't have this company infiltrated by you vermin, you cretins, that treat the folder like the center of attention. You gotta grip it like a man. And you're clearly not a man. So goodbye. And good riddance. To be honest, the more I watch, the more I start to understand. I've been looking at things a little differently in my room, starting to take notice of what I've been serving as opposed to the other way around. And the most obvious culprit is my mic. I've been the one serving my mic. I'm speaking to it. It's not speaking to me. So I'm going to change that right now. I'm going to let it serve me. How did it look? What a sad, lonely existence this must be. To be in this man's skin, walk a mile in his shoes, where he's self-conscious and insecure about how he slides into a booth. Oh, dear heavens, Lord have mercy. Imagine going to eat with this guy and he's like, everyone fucking stop, wait. We have to be careful with how we enter this booth. We don't want our status to get lowered. So follow my lead. Just like this. Careful. All right, now you go. No! You didn't bend your knees enough. You were going to slide in here and serve the booth instead of the other way around. Do it again. Do it again. I won't have you embarrass me.
Fully aware and present, and making any space that we're in serve us. We're about to take a seat on a bench. We don't want to take too little of space. Don't do it like that. Just don't. Why would other want to notice me if I'm trying to hide?
I just love the way this one starts, where he's kind of like hyping up what he's about to do, which is just sitting down. Like the most normal human instinct ever, just sitting down, taking a load off. And he's like, all right, we're about to do this. This is high stakes. You don't want to do it like this, where you're hiding away, because who want to notice you when you're hiding? And then his big eureka revelation was, spread your legs out a little bit. Or, check this out. The real alpha male move is to just sit the fuck down and not give a shit. I would say that's far more alpha than thinking through every single minute detail of how you're about to sit down, turning this normal activity that every human being does into this massive song and dance with multiple steps that you go through. But, you know, maybe I sound crazy.
First, I don't lean over it. Actually use my whole body. When I'm trying to shift, I'm not putting my head there and then moving. The proper way to do it, get up, shift the whole body with your head, continue the movement. And it's pathetic if you drop some and you stop looking and acting frustrated.
This is big. This one's actually very important. When you drop something, there are proper mechanics you must demonstrate when picking it up. Otherwise, people are going to look at you weird. People aren't going to respect you anymore. Someone's going to see you drop your suitcase, and then everyone's on bated breath, walking on fucking eggshells. What's going to happen next? How is he going to pick it up? Is he going to pick it up like a bitch? Or is he going to pick it up like a man? This shit is just so dumb. It's unbelievable. And I'm pretty confident there are people that see this and are like, oh, great advice. I'm going to need to work on my picking up dropped suitcases game. I'm gonna need to work on how I sit down. Maybe that's why I've been so agonizingly lonely. People have noticed that I'm not sitting properly. And honestly, I remember when I went to the bar last week to watch the big game, I slid into the booth. Well, yikes. What was I thinking? That wasn't Sigma. Now I know. Now I can fix it. That'll turn everything around. Like, it's not even good advice. Like, it's not even, like, there's no merit to it at all. Oh shit, I accidentally served my coffee cup instead of having it serve me. Damn, what was I thinking? I just had to make fun of it, man. It's just so it's so absurd. That's about it. So yeah. Alpha male content creators get more wedgies than the men that they're trying to scam. They get made fun of almost as much as bronies used to back in the day. And right now there's a new clown that everyone is taking turns shooting spitballs at, and I had never heard of this alpha male before, which is extremely rare, like Halley's Comet. Because when it comes to alpha males, I treat it like I'm Professor Oak. I'm obsessed with it. I'm studying them. I'm going out there into the field researching them. Yet somehow this gold mine slipped under my radar.
Here are 3 weird signs that no one thinks you're attractive. Number 1, you have to wait in line wherever you go. People tend to let attractive people skip lines.
No, they don't. Not even in your wildest dreams is that a normal occurrence. Very few souls on God's green earth are going to let someone cut them in line just because they're attractive. Like, maybe there's a couple isolated cases where some virgin goober who used like an Ask Reddit thread looking for advice on how to break the ice with a girl might let her like cut in front of him at a coffee shop or something in the hopes that maybe it'll spark a conversation, he'll get her number and they'll get married. But that's not normal. Attractive people don't just get to part the seas like Moses anytime they walk into a Chipotle. Like, who even hears that and believes him? That's never happened to him, I promise, and it doesn't happen to anybody.
What is that, Chipotle? When you go somewhere and you're an attractive person, people tend to give you more favors. If you're not getting these kind of favors from people, people don't think you look that good, bro.
I just can't picture someone who sits down and listens to that hogwash and like seriously reflects on it going, damn, now that I think about it, no one's ever let me cut them in line randomly, all because of my Adonis-like figure and great looks. I guess I'm really just not good looking. This is something that clearly happens for beautiful people. Fucking cartoons don't even have that happen.
Number 2, women never buy you expensive gifts. When you're an attractive guy, women tend to buy you things of real high worth. The better you look, the more women are willing to go above and beyond to show that they appreciate you.
Jinkies, this guy thinks that being attractive is like a cheat code in a video game. Like everyone just gives over all of their loot to you because you've reached max charisma. Like you just stand at the Grand Exchange in RuneScape and people are just giving you all of their items or some shit, all just because you're good looking. What woman is going up to a stranger and giving him a Louis Vuitton bag because he's great looking? Also, why are you getting a Louis Vuitton bag? I imagine what happened here is he bought her an expensive gift and then told her to give it to him for the sake of this fucking stupid video. That's what I think was going on with that little scene there. I just love his mentality around it though. You might be ugly as shit if people aren't letting you cut in line, and if they're not giving you Gucci bags. I'm just saying, every time I go somewhere, everyone says, holy shit, he's beautiful. Everyone move, move, can't you see he wants to eat Chipotle? Clear path, move, he's so good looking. Go on. Also, throw your wallets at him, quick. He deserves more items. We have to shower him with gifts to show him how much we appreciate his good looks and he's gracing us with his presence.
And number 3, no one ever tells you bless you. When you sneeze, as an unattractive person, nobody notices you exist. The more attractive you are, everybody's telling you bless you. Why? Because they think you look good. When you don't look good, no one trying to bless you.
This technique is so advanced, I'm shitting my pants. I swear to God, I thought this was satire. I thought this was all a joke, and I thought it was kind of a banger skit, like a parody, but it's not. This is actually, he actually believes these things. This isn't a joke he's making. These are real videos, and this is his real whole personality. It's crazy. He truly believes that people saying bless you in public is an indication that you're good looking, and if someone doesn't say bless you, or if people don't say bless you after you sneeze, you must be ugly. Does he have a brain of like a 6-year-old? What? Just imagine that. Achoo! Get the fuck out of here. This ugly guy sneezed. He sneezed. Hey, that sneeze came from an ugly guy. No one say bless you. This guy looks like shit. He's got a stupid face. Fuck you. Boo! Boo! You're ugly. Meanwhile, if a pretty person sneezes, everyone's like throwing money at them and showering with gifts, letting them cut in line and saying bless you.
Here are some weird signs that you're an average man. Number one, no one ever talks about your looks. Guys, if you never hear how handsome you are, you're an average dude. Especially from women, if you don't hear how cute, attractive, good looking you are, you're average, bro. Number two, your net worth is under 6 figures. Guys, you no longer can be a man, an able-bodied man in 2023 in the Western world and have under 6 figures. You're making under 6 figures. Women won't even take you seriously, bro. You're a regular dude. You have to make more money.
This is just a box that you are obligated to check if you want to be an alpha male content creator or a red pill content creator. It has to be all about 6-figure income. That is a necessity. You will not make it in the space unless you are financially shaming the people that are watching you. I don't know why the audience loves to be humiliated by the person they're watching about their finances. It's some real cuck energy shit, but it is a requirement. So he's putting in the work there, letting people know like, hey, no. You gotta have 6 figures or else you're just an average cringe beta. And also, if women aren't telling you you're handsome, you're average. Mom tells me I'm handsome all the time, so I don't need to worry about that.
And number three, you don't have abs. Every single man should be between 10 to 12% body fat. Being in great shape shouldn't be a choice for you. If you don't have abs, bro, you're pretty average.
It's like listening to a teenage girl describe what she thinks a man should be after watching Twilight. It's so embarrassing. Anyway, though, he speaks about being average as if it's the worst thing in the world, like this unforgivable sin. And that's just a sign of the times where everyone thinks that you need to be like the special snowflake. Everyone's gotta be like the most unique Sigma grinder, or else what's the point? I just find that to be so pathetic. He is an average guy. This is not a guy who's going in the street turning heads. Very few people are. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't let him convince you otherwise. People aren't letting him cut in line. There's probably plenty of times people don't say bless you when he sneezes in public. And I promise you, sodden panties aren't dropping when he mentions his net worth to women. He even posts some videos of him out in the field talking to women, and they are damn near unwatchable. He has the same amount of riz as someone on Discord does in a Valorant server. It's rough. Like, I've got to show you this one.
Where are you heading to now?
I was actually gonna go to the mall.
Okay.
Yeah.
You seem like a cool person.
Yeah.
Well, we should hang out.
I have a boyfriend.
Okay. No worries. Thank you. You guys to rate my body 1 through 10.
I guess about a 10.
And you?
8.
What do you think I need to work on to make it a 10?
It ain't nothing you can work on. You just short.
Yikes. Oof. That comment about being short hits me right here. 5'6" gang. I feel you, brother. That's rough. But the first one is about, like, how to handle rejection. In his credit where credit's due, in his defense, at least he wasn't like a lot of the other alpha male weirdos that just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and don't take no for an answer. At least after, like, the painful 60 seconds he spends of just absolutely hammering this poor woman with tons and tons of questions, he at least just bows out respectfully, like, oh, okay, no worries. After just wasting a minute of her time just asking nonsense questions for the sake of his video. I spared you a lot of that misery. I couldn't help but leave in that last little tidbit where he dropped the actual iconic line of, "You seem like a cool person." That is verbatim what every trash pickup artist ever has said on camera. And it has never ever worked ever. And never ever will. It was pretty bad. Anyway though, he's not playing a character and these aren't satirical. His whole life and his whole career revolves around his physique and his looks. He's a narcissist. When he jerks off, he's probably not even coming from whatever video he's watching or whatever he's stimulating himself with. He's probably coming to the fact that he gets the honor of touching his own penis. Like, this guy, everything he says and does is all about his own interpretation of his beauty. And he tries to impart that onto his audience and tries to give them advice to guide them down his path of what he believes it is to be a beautiful man. And it's very odd. It's so weird. I actually went to his channel and he was streaming at the time. And he has a lot of content where he just has men call him and he'll rate them and try and improve their looks. So he tries to turn these dudes into better looking men in his eyes, like, well, I wouldn't fuck you like that. So here's what I would do to help you get to a fuckable point. And I actually tuned in for quite a while. There were a couple of moments where he offered like legitimately good advice in between kind of like shitting on a couple of people, but he did sometimes offer like advice to people that were seeming a bit lost on things, which was cool to see, but then it was sandwiched in between just making fun of the person and offering dog shit advice. I do think there is real value in sometimes having someone come in and just be blunt about things that you might want like a second opinion on, like, hey, I'm not exactly sure if this hairstyle is working, what do you think? And just having someone be kind of honest about it. I wish someone would have done that for me in high school when I shaved the sides of my head but kept the top long so it was a fucking reverse rat tail. I looked like some kind of crazy villain out of the X-Men. But I'm not convinced he's the fucking oracle people should be going to get answers to all their questions or get advice from. It's a real mixed bag, and it seems like most of the time people just end up being the butt of the joke for him and his chat, as opposed to trying to actually offer legitimately good advice. But the point is, his whole identity online is revolving around being a narcissist and trying to be like the alpha male presenting to other men to try and like give them advice and put them on the path of alpha, which is so cringe.
This is how you sit like a fucking man. You don't sit with your legs spread open. You don't sit with your legs crossed. You don't sit hunched over. You sit up straight. Legs are shoulder width apart. Back is relaxed. Shoulder blades are relaxed. You don't sit like you're scared. You don't sit scratching your head. Little things like this, guys, affect how people treat you. If you're at a meeting or you're on a date with a girl and you like this or you like this, she's gonna be like, who is this little girl? Sit like a man, comfortable. You're gonna look like one.
Sitting tutorials? Really, brother? You know what a man doesn't do? Teach other men how to sit. Try and preach about how a man should sit. What the fuck? No, you don't sit like this. 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 You sit like this. And you sit like this. And you sit like this. And then you sit like this. And then maybe you sit like this. With a little bit of honking. And then women are gonna love you. And then they're gonna let you cut in line. And if you sneeze, everyone's saying bless you, I swear to God. And it's all because of how you sit.
It is possible to make your junk bigger, bro. You just don't know how. There have literally been clinical studies that prove that using traction devices, lengthening devices can improve your size over time. The problem that men have is you don't know which routine or what to do to actually make it work. What I'm gonna say is improving your size is possible, but it takes a lot of time and you need to do it the safe way. I've been improving my size for over the last year and a half. I've helped other guys do the same thing. You can see their results as well.
Please don't tell me you are giving men advice on how to make their cock bigger in Discord messages. That is so fucking weird. What? Oh, God. So I told you Jelking is back. Like, Jelking has made a huge resurgence. So he has a couple videos about making your penis bigger, like enhancing wee-wee size. And so he has like a couple of shorts about it. Brother, what? And he's talking about how he's been working on his size too, which is a huge self-report on that. That's telling me that you got a small wiener and you're coping with it a little bit. Like, man, why? This is not alpha anymore. It never really was in the first place, but Jesus. Giving PP enhancement size tips through Discord messages? What? Anyway, though, I'll stop yapping about it. It's just always so fun to find a new alpha male to talk about and joke about, so I just had to talk about it a little bit. That's it. So yeah. For years now, alpha male content creators have caught more spit than 23andMe. It's almost basic human instinct at this point to see a self-proclaimed alpha male, point, laugh, and spit on them, and for years I've made content making fun of these clowns. But I thought the only true way to understand them was to meet them face to face. I decided to take the ultimate risk that not even Bear Grylls would fathom. I dove into the Shark Tank with an open wound and surrounded myself with alpha males. Our original idea was to make a video for the other channel where we fly out some of the internet's biggest alpha males that preach the most awful, useless advice ever and scam their audience and just kind of confront them directly and then amongst themselves figure out who the true alpha is. But what's really weird is it's actually super hard to get in contact with a lot of them. It seems like they don't really want to defend their perspectives when challenged. That's so baffling. That's so weird. It must have just been lost in the emails somewhere along the pipeline. The cyberspace must have malfunctioned, which is why they didn't get back to us on it. Or even more likely than that, they were all too busy having threesomes with supermodels and just couldn't be bothered to check their email because that shit's for nerds. So instead, what we did is we put out a casting call looking for alphas locally. So we were going to source alphas from the local Tampa area, as well as like a general casting call through like Backstage or whatever for anyone who identifies as an alpha male, and bring them together and figure out who Tampa's biggest alpha male happens to be. So I want to show you some clips and go over some of the process here. The whole video is up right now on the other channel. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's a straight up banger. All right, what's being an alpha male mean to you?
Being an alpha male is a lifestyle. It's either in you or it's on you. For me, it's in me. So wasn't something that I just stumbled across. This has kind of been my lifestyle my whole life.
What does it mean to be an alpha male to you?
I think being an alpha male is, a lot of people think about just the physical presence and maybe competing or being able to defend yourself, but I think being an alpha male is a lot about being a protector.
What's that?
We met before.
Where at?
Creator Clash. Like you got something you're passionate about, you got something you're dreaming about, go and chase it. Do it. Why not?
Okay.
You're living. You have the life.
Actually, yes. I do remember meeting him now. He was having a threesome when I walked in on him. It was so embarrassing.
And he was so enlightened.
Charlie, what does being an alpha male mean to you? I'm picking up on some subtle clues.
Non-stop vagina.
Okay.
And nothing else.
And that's all.
And that's all it is.
All right. I'm gonna ask you, what does it mean to you?
I don't know, but I'm feeling that guy a lot. I was getting electricity. I feel like once he gets in there, he's gonna fucking domain expand all the other fucking guys.
My name is Blondino Olivero.
Okay, what's it mean to you to be an alpha?
I guess strength, primarily. Just be strong, be someone to lead and guide people.
All right, tell us your name.
Oh, Will.
Will. All right, and what does it mean to you to be an alpha male?
No, I always consider myself like a Sigma. You know, yeah.
What's the difference between an alpha and a sigma in your eyes?
You know, I'd say Sigma's like quiet, you know, it's like the alpha, but the quiet version.
The calculating one.
Right.
How important is pussy in the sigma world?
I didn't expect to see a sigma male here, because that is like rare find.
Yeah, I knew one entered because earlier, like 10 minutes ago, I felt like this presence kind of shake the waiting room.
Like when we went to the ghost hunting and stuff, and we could feel like something's here.
I'd like Aaron to kick us off with a real brain buster.
Yeah, so we're gonna start right down here, and we're gonna move this way. You guys can't repeat each other's answers. I want you to name 5 women.
Michelle Obama, Angela Davis, AOC.
What's her name though? Not initials?
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Yep.
5th woman.
You're on 4?
Or 4. Bernie Sanders' wife.
She's got a name.
Wait, she does have a name.
Mrs. Sanders.
Mrs. Sanders.
Pick your name.
Okay, I can move on. Benigno Aquino Jr.'s wife. Cory Aquino, she was president of the Philippines. Jill Stein, Green Party.
I was thinking Jill Stein a minute ago when you started saying Bernie Sanders' wife. That's crazy.
Is that alpha or not alpha?
That's a third-party candidate. I think they're.
I do think it's kind of alpha because he kept thinking of men's wives.
Yeah, he was thinking of men first, which I think is very.
That's super alpha.
This was about intelligence. Intelligence. Where are we starting?
Well, there's Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, okay.
That'll work.
That'll work. That is 5
How do you
women.
put your head down after Monica Lewinsky? What? And how is it so hard to name 5 women?
All right.
So now it's your turn.
Yeah, show how it's done. Let's go.
Jessica Simpson, Beyonce, Kehlani. Do I have to have full names?
I
Or is
think
Kehlani
she's
cool?
recognizable.
Okay, Shakira, Her Hips Don't Lie. Megan Good. That's 5.
That was speed ran that. Okay. What we had happen next is after they all listed 5 women, some of them struggling greatly through the challenge, I suppose. I guess that was like an ultra nightmare mode ask on some of them. We then asked them to rank each other based on intelligence, and the only question we asked was that. So their intelligence was based off their ability or inability to name 5 women, which led to a little hootin' and hollerin', as you would expect, a lot of testosterone flaring up. But what they didn't realize is this in and of itself was an alpha test, because a real alpha would put every other man beneath them. They wouldn't amicably meet in the middle somewhere saying, oh, actually, you're more intelligent than me. Absolutely fucking not. What a load of barnacles. So that was something we were paying close attention to. Who was going to stand their ground as, I am the smartest and all of you are beneath me. I'm the leader, you're the followers. So after round 1, we continue to ask some simple questions to establish, alpha positioning here, so that way everyone in the whole class could see a little bit about their competition, and they could use that to find weaknesses to exploit or establish their dominance over them, all kinds of different alpha male tactics. maybe even charging $18,000 and spray them with a hose in the face if it got to that point. But fundamentally, it was just asking simple questions like titty or ass, right? And most men were ass guys. Most people prefer big bubbly butt cheeks, and that's just kind of the way society is right now. Most people are more tuchus and keister oriented. However, I do feel the true alpha males prefer honkers. I am on that side of history, and I think the pendulum is starting to swing a little bit here as more and more people wake up to exquisite bosoms and their beauty. Now, of course, a good ass is always fantastic, but if it's between one or the other, if I'm stranded on a desert island, I can only pick butt or boob, I'm picking boob. Anyway, though, after just like simple questions, little icebreakers and all that, we decided to demonstrate their strength by having them rip an apple in half, which is like the oldest shit imaginable, but also all we could do in the studio without like ruining it. So we got some apples and saw who could rip it in half.
Oh, I think he's got this.
Oh shit.
You got it, going.
Oh. He's revving it.
Oh! I didn't think he'd do it.
We went with such a...
Oh! They're all doing it.
I need an apple now to see if I can get it. That'd be hard.
Oh!
Jesus!
That opened before you even touched it. That was insane.
The apple was afraid of him.
You gotta go down. You got it. Go down straight.
And the apple. Oh! Great job. I'll get that.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's gonna punch it.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh, whoa, he's working.
Splash zone.
That was so alpha, dog.
That may have been the most alpha one yet.
I would.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and a crush.
Yeah, the apple didn't make it 10 seconds. So.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Andy cleaned up.
That's an alpha move.
Alpha.
I can't believe it.
Oh!
Right in the middle. Nice.
That's the
All right, these
we got
Can
prop
we get
apples.
some apples?
yeah, it's sugar glass.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Are we being pranked?
All right, well that went a lot better
job.
than I thought it
Great
would.
job. So
Now the alpha thing is who doesn't take hand sanitizer?
I went for speed. Thank you.
Who tanks the damage? There he is. He didn't take hand sanitizer.
What's really embarrassing, and maybe it's because we're a panel of beta males, we actually thought there'd be someone that couldn't break the apple in half, and we had planned on just kicking them out immediately. I haven't done that since I was in, like, actually high school, and I remember it being kind of tough, but I guess I was also, like, 16 at the time. So, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that some grown-ass men could break an apple in half. Either way, though, this established that everyone's got some meaty paws there able to bust an apple. And Nathan, he had an interesting technique where he gave it the old what for with a knuckle sandwich as opposed to ripping it in half, which is very aggressive, very alpha. I'm going to skip to one of the final segments here where it was basically a Riz challenge to showcase how good they are at picking up women, just going through their like standard protocol, their tactics, their maneuvers to get laid. And Nathan had a very interesting routine that I don't think I've ever heard before.
give us your best Riz. I'm very excited for this.
Are you a toilet?
Well, let him finish.
Yeah, come on.
You can leave it there. Because I'm the poo-poo and I want to be inside you.
Oh, man.
I think
we started here.
Swap that to I'm the shit, I think.
Yeah. You were so...
I still think she won't love the implication.
Shit is predictable. I'm not predictable.
That was not predictable.
I didn't expect it.
I can imagine when say like a beta male goes in there, he's like,
Keep her on her
are
toes.
you the toilet? Because I'm the shit. You're not the shit. I'm the fucking poop. The big poop. That's all it is at the end of the day.
This guy may know the poop store by heart.
You know, you can measure an alpha by the size of his poop too. So that's probably
Exactly. I had a dream that I had a long poop. I pooped when I woke up, and it was a long ass poop. Vision.
very true.
That's...
What does that have to do with
It's Riz, man.
All right.
It works on
Yeah,
women.
he knows he's gonna shit big, so he knows she's gonna like that. Like he can see the future a little bit.
Okay.
No, obviously I think he's just playing around here. I don't think he was being serious. I think he was just here just to goof around a bit, which is totally fine because it had us giggling hard. But that line right there, are you the toilet? Because I'm the poo-poo, I want to be inside you. Like, I've definitely heard the are you a toilet type pickup lines before, but it usually goes with, like Aaron said, I'm the shit. Why would you ever call yourself the poo-poo? Like, that doesn't work anymore, because that's, like, when you call yourself the shit, like, that exists outside of the realm of feces. Like, calling something the shit means, like, it's great, right? But when you call something the poo-poo, it's like, you're most likely referring to feces, or something, like, bad. So I don't know why he would choose to call himself the poo-poo instead of calling himself the shit. That just seems like a recipe for disaster. But, you know, I'm not a woman. Maybe it works really well on women. Who am I to say for sure? But anyway, the video was a lot of fun to make. It wasn't exactly how we pictured it in our heads, but it still turned out great. So I'll put a link to the full thing in the description if you want to check it out. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. That's it. See ya. For decades now, nay, for centuries, men have always wondered, how do you respond when an alpha male insults you? A question that has plagued the minds of the masculine brain for too long, and today I found the answers on a pickup artist forum page. Now, most of you know, I love pickup artistry. I think it is the most pure cringe. It's like a new element for the periodic table, just like this condensed cringe that is truly just a unique blend of delusion, patheticness, desperation, and loneliness, all rolled into one fine joint that I love to smoke. So if you don't know what pickup artists are, it's men that read these guides, buy these courses on how to pick up women in the field. So in real life, how to approach women with pickup lines and get laid. And it has pretty much a 0% success rate for the majority of pickup artists, which makes it so fun. And it's of course extremely creepy, but it's hard not to laugh at it. Now, what we're going to be talking about today is a post that I was made aware of from 2010 on a big pickup artist forums site. And it's all about how to respond when an alpha male insults you. This is vintage cringe. List down insults you have heard and we'll find cool answers to them so you're prepared when alpha males try to make fun of you. Like this. Insult. Why do you smell funny? Answer. It's called soap. Don't think you've ever smelt it before. And then in parentheses, this is your, like, indicator. You don't want to say this out loud. This is just notes for you. Make a big smile and tongue mouth. I don't know what that tongue mouth means. Like, do you stick your tongue in his mouth so you just fucking French kiss him? Why do you smell funny? It's called soap. And you just, like, get in there. Like, I don't know what tongue mouth means. Maybe that's, like, early mewing. This may have been mewing before it was cool. I'm not sure. But, yeah, basically you say it's called soap, and then you hit him with none of these, and then like that, I guess. Now, I'm not exactly an alpha male, but I imagine that you'd probably get your ass beat if you did that, because it'd be creepy. And it'd probably be ruled self-defense because you came at him with that, like, psychopath energy with that response. Now, it's written like a fourth grader came up with this. Why do you smell funny? What kind of adult would ever say that to somebody, to be honest? They'd probably just say, like, you stink or you smell like shit, not, why do you smell funny? But you want to know what's wild is I know it's not a child that wrote this, because all of these pickup artists back in their heyday were like early to mid 20s, sometimes early 30s. So this is a grown adult that came up with this. Dude's just stewing in his swamp ass in his room, coming up with these imaginary scenarios with insults, and then like theory crafting the optimal response to it. And he comes up with this zinger. It's called soap. God, that's lame. He was probably one of the lead writers on the new Saints Row game. That's that quality of writing. Continuing forward, insult. Wow, what an ugly t-shirt. Answer. Yeah, that can be fixed, but your face can't. Bang, bang. And then everyone that's in the vicinity just starts clapping, going, ooh. A male tries to make fun of you by saying something like, oh, you're so cool, or you look like insert funny man, creature, whatever. Good answers could be, I wish I could get even half as funny as you one day, and then ignore him. Or, aw, look at him trying to be funny. And now he takes his bow saying, bring him on, welcoming the rest of the pickup artist community to contribute some of their own insults and answers. These are pretty powerful, so I hope you've got your pen and paper out to be taking notes on these in case you ever need to unleash them. I don't know where these insults are coming from. Like, these aren't insults I think anyone has said for the last 50 years to another human being. What kind of alpha male is going to say, wow, what an ugly t-shirt? I can't picture Chad fuckhammer out of the blue walking down the street, seeing a pickup artist and being like, wow, what an ugly t-shirt. No, who does that? Where? In what fantasy? Like, I just really don't think this is happening. There's not like this secret war between the alpha chads and the pickup artists. But even in this fantasy land, the pickup artists are making themselves the losers there too. with the chads saying your shirt's ugly, or you look like weird creature, or whatever. Like, it is actually sad, and I've said this before. Pickup artistry used to be a huge movement. Luckily, it's died out very much over the last few years, but back in the 2010s, so many young men bought into it, bought courses and all kinds of guides and shit. It was like the early looks maxing, but for getting laid through the worst advice and the creepiest lines you could ever possibly imagine. So I have no doubt that this guy here is one of those individuals that really, like, bought into it hook, line, and sinker. And hopefully, 14 years later, they have realized that that was just a cringy period of their life and they have grown from it. That's what I'm praying for. Now, the rest of the comments don't really play into, like, here's an insult, here's an answer. They're mainly saying, like, if an alpha male insults you, just brush it off. You're better without that kind of stress anyway. But there are a couple that do give you some kind of insult and comeback, like this post. I agree with the others. You shouldn't feel the need to rage/give a comeback. Answer to the others, not him. If you have to, I would playfully correct the "you're fat" response. Again, what I'm reading here feels like it's out of like an old cartoon or something, with like a cartoonishly douchey bully that just all the time is shoving the main character into the locker saying, your shirt's ugly, fatso, or whatever. Get out of the hallway, stupid face. So that's the kind of energy here. I don't think any of this is happening to any of the posters. Hopefully not. I hope they're not getting bullied like this, and that's what's like the catalyst to these posts. But anyway, insult, you're fat, or whatever. Comeback, playfully, haha, well, you're ugly. I can lose weight. Small pause where you look serious, then break into a playful smile and loosen up. It's like stage directions in theater class. Maybe they're all like classically trained thespians, perhaps. I'm not really sure, but this is so interesting. Like, imagine you're trying to like recall these steps if someone says you're fat and you're like, you're ugly, I can lose weight. Oh, I forgot the small pause. Okay, then break out into a small, playful smile, loosen up. No, just kidding, dude. You're great. Pat on the shoulder to lower his social value, then turn to the group like nothing happened. How does patting someone on the shoulder lower their social value? Do you have the cheese touch? You just reach over, pat him on the shoulder, and he's like, no! My social value, no! Like, starts melting. I don't get what this means. Like, this whole scenario is very peculiar. So it's in a group setting, and someone in the group just points to you and says, you're fat? Who would do that? The group must hate that person. They must not be like a friend to the group. I couldn't really understand what this one meant, but I really like the way that it's worded. So it's quoting some other post in here. However, if a target insults you, it's always beneficial to be witty in a cocky/funny way. I like how they refer to the alpha male as a target, making it seem like it's an assassination mission or something, like this, like you're Agent 47. And this pickup artist quote responds to that message saying, unless it's a shit test, then you win by pretending you didn't hear. Where am I? Pardon? I'm gonna need some more clarification. What does that mean? Unless it's a shit test, then you win by pretending you didn't hear. Is that a euphemism? Like, what am I missing out on? A shit test? You're submitting stool samples now? Or maybe, like, unless you're in a public restroom and you're shitting, and then the only way you win is by pretending you don't hear the person shitting. What does it mean? Am I overthinking it? I don't understand. I sat here racking my brain for at least 10 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck that could possibly mean, and I've got nothing. So putting this entire riddle together, however, if a target insults you, it's always beneficial to be witty in a cocky/funny way. Unless it's a shit test, then you win by pretending you didn't hear. Initially, I thought maybe it was some kind of War Games reference, the only winning move is not to play, but that doesn't really fit because what is the shit test in that equation? Are we talking about actual poop? Like real feces poop? I don't know. I don't know what it means. I can't implement this one. The alpha males are gonna eat me alive. I can't follow these directions. You know what else I can't follow? Is this fanfic. This is the most outrageous nonsense story ever constructed. This is in the same forum post about like the insults and the comebacks. They're giving an anecdote here. I was in the field today with a friend of mine because he's a pickup artist soldier on the front lines. We were sitting and these two girls are staring at us. After finishing my milkshake, we went over there. My friend said, "Hey, what do you think of my friend?" Me. "I know, totally wrong approach, but you can always try." Sunglass emoji. Then she said, "He is ugly." My response, "I'm sorry, I don't think that it isn't going to work out between us because you are too arrogant." When their jaws finally touched the ground, we walked away. Evil emoji. Mwahaha. I never talked to such a bitch, but I still wonder why they were looking the whole time. Of every story ever told, that's definitely one of them. What a lot to process. So they were drinking milkshakes, and there were some girls staring at them, so they go over and say, "What do you think of my friend?" And they say, "He's ugly." So he says that it won't work out between them because she's too arrogant, and for some reason that put their jaws on the floor in shock. So then they walked away, doing an evil Joker laugh, mwahahaha, like Mandark from Dexter's Lab. Pretty cool story with a very strong positive message buried deep within there somewhere, I'm sure. Hopefully this has been helpful to those of you out there that are being preyed upon by the alpha males. Hopefully this gives you the tools to fight back with witty comebacks. That's about it. See ya. Oh, fuck yeah.
Guys, welcome back to another Gunner TV video.
From Reddit mod to Alpha Chad.
The faux hawk. It's the industry standard, really. Here's a thought
Wait, this isn't a faux hawk. This is a Ray hawk. I remember back in whenever the Rays were in the World Series for the first time, everyone in Tampa used to get this fucking goofy thing. Faux hawk, you gotta like spike that shit up. This is that Dark Souls 3 create a character preset hair stuff. Come on, man.
No in between.
Let me see that poster one more time. Who do we got? We got Jimmy Rex, the Bull. Oh, everyone else has dumb names. Fucking Tim Ballard. He went to the wrong place. Man, I was looking for the Discord mod get together. Tim Ballard is the GOAT, you fucker. We have some Tim Ballard stands? What does he do? Why doesn't he have a cool name like the Bull or Jimmy Rex? Let me see. I can say with a high level of confidence though, if Tim Ballard's one of the speakers at AlphaCon, Be Great or Be Nothing, probably not really like the fucking man. An anti-human trafficking activist and author, is that him? I can't tell, there's no picture here. I'll just assume it is. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That's good. Coming out against human trafficking is always a good thing. Hey, I'll be brave. I'll give a hot take. Human trafficking? Bad. I don't like it. If there's any human traffickers in here, get on the straight and narrow, alright? I'm tired of it. Cut out that monkey business, alright? We don't do human trafficking here, alright? Enough horseplay. Cut it out, Buster.
Corner telling you people are buying tickets right now. Or how about the fact that they were selling $500 virtual tickets all last month and only recently changed it to $97 in-person tickets? I would be absolutely enraged if I had spent that much money to watch a live stream of this shit show just to find out they changed prices and I can now go in person.
I think they're giving it away.
But as much as I would love to spend
I think it's a great price.
In fact, there's not even an itinerary of the event to view, and it's only 3 weeks out from happening. Instead,
my man, they can't spell itinerary.
Specifically on each speaker.
That was outrageous to even think that.
Because you see, this picture clearly shows that his income is over $1 million. There's a dollar sign. It says income above it. His name on the account probably just got cropped out somewhere. That happens to millionaires a lot. How do I know? Oh, I'm a multi-millionaire too.
What's up, you guys? If you haven't seen already, so you're living.
Hey, you better be careful teasing the bull.
Has somehow, and I'm so grateful to all of you, and even Chris D'Elia is talking about AlphaCon 2022 coming up. So
nothing's more alpha than getting everyone's name wrong. Isn't it Chris D'Elia? But fuck yeah, man. I imagine he was making fun of it. I'd never heard of AlphaCon, and I keep my finger on the pulse of all of this goofy shit. Was it really the #1 trend on Twitter? When I type in AlphaCon, the only thing that comes up are people on Reddit talking about how they believe it was a giant scam. So, I mean, I guess maybe it was trending. This has 900 updates. I mean, far be it from me to question the infinite sage wisdom of the bull here, Jeremiah the Bull Evans, but to me it looks like the only things that come up when I look at AlphaCon are people talking about how it was a scam.
If you tripped and fell and people started laughing at you, do you get up and thank them for the free publicity but tell them, next time don't laugh? That was actually a serious performative fall and you're supposed to appreciate it. And you could buy tickets to me tripping and falling again next week. No, people are going to laugh because you're doing a funny thing. I don't care how many.
Don't you ever compare AlphaCon to falling.
Don't want to take advice from someone who
the only reason an alpha would fall is face first into a vagina.
Jeremiah Evans also has a podcast because of course we all saw that one coming. And it's called The Bullpen. Gotta love that decor. We got a football, chess, an AK-47 whiskey bottle.
That's pretty cool.
Bowl has had many of the other AlphaCons.
Hold on, that let's pump the brakes a little bit. This setup kind of fucking nice. AK-47 whiskey bottle. I might have to book tickets to the next AlphaCon. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's even made himself an Alpha record. Made himself a Giant X record too. I don't really know what it means. I'm sure there's like a sword, undoubtedly forged in Mordor or something like super alpha. There's probably just pairs of panties all over the place over here from different women that he's taken into the office. I mean, it's a cool setup.
My favorite mantra that I say every day is I'm a lover, I'm a leader, I'm a lighthouse. I'm a lover
What
so
does
that
that
my wife
mean?
always craves me. I'm a leader because well, why wouldn't you want to be a leader? I'm a
Right.
lighthouse. We get to shine. Like there's these guys, they almost want you.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Keith, I'm sorry to hit you with the cold water. An alpha would never call himself a lighthouse because you shine. That is some beta 16-year-old emo poetry shit. My man, you gotta work on that. You're in the bullpen and you're calling yourself a lighthouse? You should have just walked in and bent over and let the bull fuck you. This is outrageous. What a poser. Where's your AK-47 whiskey bottle, huh, Keith?
And Keith Yackey wasn't just saying that creepy wife craving him all the time line just cuz. It's actually what he sells a course on. MarriedGame.com. Learn the one simple thing you need to do to get your wife back in the bedroom again. And then there he is.
Oh my god. Keith. Keith. This just screams I'm a cuck. Come on, man. Keith. You went into the bullpen and then released a My Wife Doesn't Want to Fuck Me Anymore book? Keith. Why is he speaking at AlphaCon? He's lowering my testosterone levels.
Maybe making fun of this is my bias. I'm 23. I don't have a wife, but selling.
Well, you could if you bought Keith Yackey's book.
Seems like the wrong medium and probably the wrong focus too. Shouldn't the course be about saving a failing relationship? Because I think that's the main reason that the sex thing is a problem at all.
Now?
No. Hold on, I need to look at Keith Yackey myself. Keith Yackey, sex is just one big part of it, but I'm sure Keith tackles the entire relationship. Keith Yackey. Oh, here we go. Keith Yackey has been he made a whole lore of himself. From The Business Called You. Keith Yackey has been a pastor. He's dated porn stars. He's created a multi-million-dollar empire and promised himself that when he could, he'd share the principles that made it all possible, even the dating the porn star thing, available to as many as possible. He's got a purpose and a passion, and you're going to hear it all on today's episode of the Business Called You podcast. I feel like Keith wrote that himself. He's been asked to speak on stages with the biggest names ranging from music superstar Pitbull, Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, Russell Brunson, and Lewis Howes.
And she's looking at me and tapping me under the table and saying, hey, listen, when we get out of here, you know, we're doing it in the car. From totally gone to doing it in the car.
Keith, you dirty dog.
Damn, he's getting hard.
Your wife is going to be blowing you in the middle of a Ruby Tuesdays. That is my promise to you. And with powers like that, it's no wonder
What a deal.
that Keith Yackey got the AlphaCon invite. Diesel Brothers on Discovery Channel, owner of One Mission Nutrition, FitCon Expo, and author of The Divorce Handbook. Of all things,
Yeah.
The Divorce Handbook, all caps, like he's particularly excited about it. Divorce! Let's go!
It's more like he's
Get
mad
ready to
about
file
it.
that paperwork. Custody battle for the kids. Intense stress getting back into dating. Fuck yeah. $850,000 for violating the Clean Air Act over 100 times. That is
that's alpha shit,
following
yeah.
Environmental government compliance laws.
That's pussy shit.
We're literally called the Diesel Bros.
He's rolling coal.
Diesel it up. I mean, for Alpha's sake, look at the first thing he reads every morning. If you don't kill it, your family won't eat. That's facts. Really?
No fucking way. This is something I've always noticed about alphas. They live their lives like actual high school girls. Putting words on your wall that are supposed to be like inspirational, but then like putting your man spin on it. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve to have me kill your deer. It's like, it's so weird. The Divorce Handbook, because you're not a pussy. Joker quotes, oh true. Fuck the fucking fuckers before the fucking fuckers fuck you. This video slaps, not gonna lie. I told you, man. I recently found this guy's channel. I think he's great. Gunner TV. Fucking criminally underrated. I saw his Jack Manley video, and then I saw he made something on AlphaCon, which I'd never heard of, and so far, this is some fire.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Get hired to speak in an event, get pictures and videos of you doing so, and then use those to promote and get hired for more speaking events. And repeat this cycle enough, and eventually you're gonna get hired to speak at an event with a dumb fuck name and premise, like AlphaCon.
Hey, let's not get carried away, alright? AlphaCon is a great goddamn name. Andrew Cordell. This guy actually does kind of look like Samwise Gamgee. Andrew Cordell. This is such a flattering picture of him when you Google his name. It's like he's about to judge your dish on MasterChef. This just sent me to a non-existent, not secure GoDaddy website. Thanks, Andrew. What does he do? I just want to see what he does. It's a giant fucking nothing burger of information. I guess I'd have to watch one of the videos. Let me see. Okay. Gunner TV wasn't wrong. The videos just do not work, nor do they exist. Not a single one of them work? This is the guy that's going to take my business and turn it into an empire? A guy who can't even check to make sure his own videos work on his website? Want to learn the secrets to systems and processes that successful empires have been using for decades? Is it placating the audience? Like, just giving them nothing? Business isn't doing so hot. Andrew Cordell is my last chance. Time to apply. So it looks like he's done something kind of smart where he doesn't put the absurd price of his teaching publicly. So it looks like I would have to apply. I'd have to have a conversation with him, and he'd tell me what I owe him. Like, even just having that phone call, he'd probably bill me like 20 grand.
What's up, guys? It's Gunner, the MonsterCock TV. Yes, I own every car here. If you guys haven't heard yet, GunnerCon 2022 is coming up. It's all about
now that's the real alpha shit.
Business growth and growing your business. And you know what? It is about being a gunner. The world doesn't want you to be a gunner, but a gunner is strong. A gunner is cool. A gunner is smart. Look, guys, I don't want to oversell this event, but it's going to be...
Now tell me how to fuck my wife.
It's going to be tantamount to the emancipation...
Otherwise, I'm going back to Keith Yackey at AlphaCon.
It's going to be tantamount to women's suffrage. It's going to be tantamount to something big. And we've got a lot of great speakers this year. We've got Gunner, then Gunner, followed by Gunner about 7 more times, and then Keith Yackey. He's not
yeah!
Well, that's the end of the video today,
man, what the fuck?
Chief. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as well as follow me on the old gram. And in the comments, don't forget to leave stunt suggestions, guys. I am out of stunts. I need new suggestions.
Thanks to resub, aloha.
Please do that. Thank you. With that all said, good day. My time is money. I got to get out of here and make sure this number keeps going up.
What a fucking banger. And thanks to the Prime Gunner. Criminally underrated. Criminally underrated. I hope you and your girlfriend are happy. Well, now we are after I watched a little AlphaCon. Now I know what she needs. She needs seminars on business growth, sports card pack openings, and also she needs to tell me that we have to fuck at a restaurant. So now I have every tool I need to make sure it stays a happy relationship. Sigma male versus alpha male. What is a sigma male? Why sigma males are more attractive than alpha male. Alpha male versus sigma male.
Difference between alpha and sigma male. Hello guys, welcome back to Alpha
This
Show.
guy does not sound like an alpha male.
Change your life. And
this guy sounds like an accountant.
Always wanted. Alpha men don't need much stimulation when they are in a group before they can be
Who
active.
actually like learns from this and believes it?
Require extra stimulation. They take orders.
Right.
They're generally mediocre and are low in the dominance hierarchy.
Of course.
Also, they don't get many women. Then there are
obviously
the alpha males who are in the top 20%.
Yeah, the
They're
gamers.
The ones who give order. They often get very many women, but
too many women, I'd argue.
Many don't know
Need
about.
2 dicks as an
They are
alpha
the
male.
Sigma males and some alpha male traits. Courage. An alpha male is not without.
It really
fear.
must be tough
Nobody is
being
fearless,
a
actually.
young man
We all
growing
have
up with the
fears and
internet, getting fed
insecurities that
shit
are
like
not
this.
controllable. But the alpha male can push on in a specific direction despite his fears.
But at least it gives you plenty of things to blame, like, damn, I can't help it, I was born a Sigma male.
From trying.
Damn you, dad's
The pretty
nutsack.
receptionist will turn. He won't
The
have a
resub league.
meltdown.
Okay, well that's pretty boring. Why is this called Alpha Show? This guy definitely falls into the Sigma male category, I would argue. How to be a beast in bed, 18 proven steps. I'm gonna go out on a limb, I don't know him personally, but I don't think he's followed any of the steps.
A channel that will completely change your life from negative to positive.
Finally, an alpha male
Always
representation.
wanted to be. After this video, you will learn practical
Looks like the kind of guy
steps on
that
how
the
to
football
turn
team
any
would pay to
girl
do their homework.
crazy in bed. More to do with how you, as a guy, approach sex, rather than doing something extraordinary.
You gotta treat it like a chess match.
In a porn
Gotta
movie
scholars
or
made her
read
pussy.
on a blog.
They love that.
Also, you don't need to what
Thanks
porn
to Tier
does
1
to your
Greece
brain
and the
to
Resub
learn the
Mountain Man.
negative
So to be a
impact
beast
that
in bed, you
pornography
have to
has
stop
on our
watching porn.
well-being and brain.
That's
Porn
step
doesn't
1,
usually
yeah, but there's
teach
18
you
steps.
how to
Oh,
satisfy a girl in bed and how to enjoy sex.
Yeah, I
It
just got to the
merely
first
has an
one.
effect that how it sets you behind in being the best version
Well,
of
this is just good advice in general, not about being a beast in bed, just no drugs.
coffee, significant amounts of sugar.
What's he gonna say next? Eat your
marijuana,
vegetables?
Alcohol, but the evil it does are more psychological, and it's
Evil?
affecting many men today. Masturbation depletes your
Evil,
resources,
huh?
as I've explained in my no-fact
Step 4 is gonna be accept the Lord as your
Oh, a
God.
no-fact
belief that
challenge.
women aren't as sexual as men. There is still a dominant belief that women don't enjoy sex as men do, or that they don't want sex frequently. That's falsity.
See,
When
you're
you
now
learn to
corroborating
sexually
his
open up to your girl,
bulletproof
then you will be amazed at the
18
depths of
steps.
voraciousness of her. Similarly, adjust your speed as you go about ravaging her.
This guy
Try
is
to
definitely
make
getting a
the rhythm
semi-chub
irregular to
making
find
this.
out what arouses her more. Things.
How are you
For
supposed to be
instance, even if you
explorative
two are not
if
close to
you
the
can't watch
beach,
porn?
ask her to wear sexy
Get
beachwear,
ideas.
including
Because you can watch
swimsuits and
Alpha
bikinis.
Show.
You can
You
explore
can watch
many
YouTube?
options.
Yep.
If you guys have
He's
always
gonna
been into
teach you
gentle
all you need to
lovemaking,
know.
Try the rough route. Number 14, appreciate her with generous praise. Everyone
You look
probably
beautiful
has some
this
kind
morning.
of
High
insecurity or
fives.
hang up about their body.
Doing great.
Good wetness.
Nature, or at least it will help you last longer in bed. Which method do you
Well,
think
I've
is
become a
proven
beast
most
now.
effective for you? And just before I
Now I've done it.
We shall be beasts in bed
Yep.
after marriage.
Thanks to the lessons learned here today. How to make a
Don't
girl
make her
horny.
wet.
How to make a girl instantly horny. How to make any girl wet and horny. Oh, this is just a more improved version of this. Why have this without the wet? How to become Sigma male, rarest male type.
It's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
You first have to make her want to fuck you. Is that correct?
No, 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 no.
Which is why today I want
That
to
never
give
works.
you 3. Number 1, let her know you want to fuck her. A lot of men
Oh, that's
think
easy.
that they need to be sneaky.
Hello,
about
ma'am.
their
I'm
intentions
approaching
or
you
they
with
scare
fuck
the girl off.
intentions.
But attempting to
Do you
trick her
reciprocate?
into or on her shoulder while you are out in public is a subtle but assertive
okay.
way of letting her know.
How about just a spank on the cheeks and tell her good game?
Number 2, for a few seconds, start to caress her teeth with one hand and work the other slowly on.
Did I miss a step, or are we doing this to a stranger? Hold on, let me just double check. I'm not trying to catch a charge.
Source, but oftentimes the problem is that she's simply too insecure about her body.
Ah, yes, that's the only reason she doesn't want to fuck you. God, if only I could fuck this Redditor. But I'm just too insecure. He's too good for me.
And the way you carry yourself for the hours or minutes leading
You
up
too
to
can be a
sex
superhero.
make or break your chances
All you
of
need to
getting
do is
show her
hypnotize
how
women or
hard you can
something.
make a girl. But I'll give you some time to try this.
That was nuts. I feel too strong now. There's not gonna be any women left in the world. Good God. Well, I've learned a lot. Alright, maybe time to switch to another channel, but I always love this rabbit hole of like the alpha males on YouTube, led by the furthest thing from alpha males. Keep in mind, alpha male is a thing that doesn't exist. It's just dumb fucking garbage. I read books for at least 15 minutes per day for 30 days. Whoa, whoa, wait a minute, whoa, Jesus. What? He's uncaged! Bad drivers of South Carolina? Yeah, in a minute, hold on. I'm enjoying the rabbit hole, but I want to change the channel. I want to stay in this rabbit hole of alpha male pickup artists and shit like that. Quite a few things came up from typing in Sigma versus alpha male, so this is why Sigma males are more attractive than alphas. There's like a video essay on that topic, sounds like dog shit. I don't really care to watch a video diary on it. Sigma spirit, how to tell if you're truly Sigma. What does that mean? Am I Sigma?
Welcome to Sigma Spirit.
Hey man.
This is Alex, aka Alejandro.
Hey man.
Aka Maxwell Bridgewater.
Was that your
AKA
like
Sigma
GTA
Spirit.
RP
Welcome to the
character?
Sigma Spirit channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about alphas versus sigmas. Goes back to that old cliche about comparing apples and oranges. You can't really compare sigma males and alpha males.
Why?
In many ways, alpha males are polar opposites to sigma males.
Uh-oh.
But not always. You see,
Wouldn't that be a beta male
sigma
though?
males
God.
are never truly in contention with alpha
So
males.
confusing.
But very, very rarely ever take an MMA match. That said, alphas are different from sigma males. But
let's skip.
Sigma males are self-reliant.
Okay.
They don't need it because there's a system around them.
I bet this guy shits on astrology, like the people that believe in zodiac signs, and then goes around preaching about sigma males and the signs you're a sigma male and your sigma male horoscope. But it's not hurting anyone. But I do think it's sad if someone watches that and then starts to like believe the whole sigma, alpha, omega, beta male shit. Wow, YouTube read me like a book. All I typed in was how to be, and the first thing is alpha male, and the second is alpha. Damn, they're on it right now. How alpha males act. Bye. God, that's cool. Holy fuck.
I get a lot of hate for talking about alpha males so much, but let's face it. Men who can project the vibe of an alpha are incredibly desirable. There's no way around it. Most people, when they hear the word alpha, tend to think of some perfectly sculpted, almost godlike human being that has no flaws and never does anything.
Oh my god, he drew me!
It's actually far from the truth of how alpha males really are.
Oh, it's so sweet!
Despite what you might have been told, alpha males are not
it came out of nowhere
in every situation that they encounter. And there are many times where they are actually less than alpha. But instead of
pretending
that they don't
Never
have
mind.
flaws, alpha
the video
males
is right.
Acknowledge these
Give
flaws,
that a
which
like.
is what makes. Now, the truth is that a lot of guys have some issues with confidence and self-esteem, especially in certain situations. And one of the greatest fears that many of us have,
look at this guy.
To dating is a
not alpha.
These flaws.
Not alpha.
Can acknowledge their flaws, especially
he'll never get with her. Look at those titties.
What makes them alpha?
Those are alpha milkers, not beta.
Try to hide their weakness, but our fears in pretty much every situation are completely irrational.
This is boring. When do I get the fucking shit?
Huge spider that was like this.
Top 5 habits of alpha males from How to Beast. Yeah. Hey Dom, fuck yeah. Dom is a parody of alpha males while simultaneously being the most alpha of all of these fucking douchebags. Alright, I hope this is a good one. I'm going in. This is like semi-animated. I'm putting some faith in you, man-telligence.
Gentlemen, today we're showing
That's not even an alpha male talking to me.
Help you 10 tips
Who's this guy? Your boyfriend?
Make your approach. And
he looks weak.
Be 100%
Pussy?
Sure. And one of the best ways to do that is to start with a simple, low-stakes game to get you warmed up and talking.
What the fuck are you talking
ready
about?
To play? The goal is simple. The point of this game is to keep the pressure.
Oh, I see. I thought you were like challenging them to a duel or something.
Talk to whoever you
go down the pickup artist rabbit hole. I think I've seen every shitty pickup artist that has ever existed on YouTube. That has been one of my biggest guilty pleasures. I love pickup artists on the platform. They're so good. Like, so fucking good. Kristen Valentine pickup lines. The best Christian pickup lines. This?
Oh, what's your reading? Is that Ananias and Sapphira? Are you Sapphira because you're drop dead gorgeous?
This is 1 John.
Okay, I'm guessing this is like a skit. Best picking up girls. Best pickup lines. Best of Limitless EXP. Jesus Christ, it's double XP weekend over here at the pickup artist headquarters? And I missed it?
How's it going, guys? Also, I'm doing a giveaway at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you guys
is he just giving away girls' numbers that he's picked up?
Code real quick in case you guys need a video.
Oh, I know drain cleaning rabbit hole.
Excuse me, ladies. I just want to let you guys know that if I had $1 for every time I saw the most beautiful girl in the world, I'd have none.
Dad! Mom!
God, this shit is always so bad.
Dad?
I wish that prank channels never got popular. It's just such a public nuisance. It's so fucking dumb. Hello and welcome to my Grease dojo. Most likely when you look at me you see an alpha male, a very intimidating specimen that encapsulates everything it means to be a masculine man in today's climate. But, just like Qui-Gon Jinn says, there's always a bigger fish. Today I'm going to show you what a real alpha looks like. It looks like something straight off of a Greek god statue. It looks like something you'd only read about in the Bible. Basically what God wanted when he created men, but something went awry in the formula and we were left with only one true chosen alpha. And this alpha lives where all great men do, on TikTok. So join me as we take a look at the only alpha left in the world. Hopefully you're wearing pants you don't mind getting a little wet, panties you don't mind getting a little sodden, because you're going to need the disclaimer, because you're not dealing with just a man. You're dealing with the alpha.
My bitch got a body like Alba. What up, dog? I'm the alpha. So you better watch out, bruh. And that goes for anyone around us.
You beta male cuck, I bet you're shaking right now just even looking, gazing upon the ethereal presence of the alpha. Oh, but wait, what's that, swag lord? You think you can Gangnam Style with his girl? Well, he's gonna repeat the message to you again. Since you clearly didn't understand the first time, you must have some kind of beta male force field that's blocking common sense and not recognizing threats when you see them. So, Alpha's gonna break it down for you again.
My bitch got a body like Alba. What up, dog? I'm the alpha. So you better watch out, bruh. And that goes for anyone around us.
He's beating your ass like a fucking drum, huh? You should have just listened to him the first time. He was very nice about it the first time, simply getting his girl away from you and informing you, hey, he's the alpha, so you better watch out, bruh. But then you came back, stepped on his toes again, and he had to beat the fuck out of you. Should have gotten the hint the first time. He shouldn't have to repeat himself. That's your fault. The reason you're spitting up blood right now in the emergency room with your butthole feeling a little sore, well, it's because you went near the alpha's girl. You should know better, and he warned you, and then he had to get a little aggressive.
Just cause I fuck you, that don't mean I trust you, I don't. You got some high hopes.
I don't know if this account is real or a joke, but I scrolled back to the inception of this dirty diaper of an account, and I didn't see any indication that they made it as like a satire account. From everything I can tell, he genuinely thinks he's the fucking alpha. And she pretends like she thinks he's the alpha. I don't know if I necessarily agree that he's like the ultimate alpha. I definitely think there's men that outmasculine this guy, such as like a Henry Cavill, but hey, maybe, you know, this guy's a close second. If you have only ever seen men at a Reddit meetup, this guy could very well be the alpha of that group. So yeah, that's fair.
What the?
I absolutely love this shit. I love his like fucking karate off camera and shit. Fucking, I'm the alpha. Getting him with like some side kicks and some of these boxing maneuvers like it's a Tekken game. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I don't know if he does it earnestly or not, and you know what, it doesn't fucking matter to me, because he's crushing it. My man's out here open up cans of whoop ass on TikTok. Any fucking tough guys talking shit about his girl or him in the comment section, he probably personally DMs them a picture of his fist and says, knuckle sandwich delivery, order up, bitch. Or maybe he just profusely apologizes that they didn't like the content. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't like it. That was actually quite mean though. Take it back.
Hello? Hey! How are you? No, I can't hang out with you today. I'm just gonna hang out with a few of my friends today. No, I don't have a boyfriend, so I hang out with my friends.
Who is this? I know you're afraid of the alpha. This guy hung up. This guy's soft. You're cheating on me with that? Somebody who can't even speak to the alpha? You can do a lot better than that.
It's a prank, babe.
This one honestly feels like something Alpha wouldn't want you to see, where his girl is not satisfied and she's calling him a friend right to his face because she just shows so little respect towards Alpha. And then Alpha shows that he doesn't have a whole lot of self-respect either. He takes the phone and he's like, who is this? You're cheating on me with this soft guy? You could do so much better. Let me give you the number of some hard guys. It's like he was gonna be like her fucking agent or something and start setting her up with guys that are better than him. Yeah, no, this Joker here, he's not better than the Alpha. But I do know guys that are, if you'd like me to set you up. Like, he just seems real weak here. It just feels like this prank, he shouldn't have posted it. Because the whole thing, he's been oozing pure testosterone and masculinity throughout his entire TikTok career. But this one, he looks kinda soft.
When he raised the pulls, she liked the way I heard.
Good technique.
Make the ground shake.
Biker boy alpha male checking in now. This is when he's in his final form, his perfect cell evolution here. I mean, I would love to know the body count of this man. The amount of people he has beaten up off camera on TikTok is astounding. Half of the fucking videos on this page are him just throwing fucking haymakers right off a camera. I am wondering who the fuck is getting beat up over there and how many people. Because this guy's piling up corpses out here. There's just a lot to unpack with that one right there. And I don't think I need to. Just more good stuff, I guess, from Alpha. I was gonna put some makeup on myself with like a black eye, bruises and cuts all over my face, pretending like he just like beat me up or something, but it just wasn't worth the effort. Me doing that would be more effort than these two have ever put into anything they've ever fucking done on TikTok, and it just didn't seem worth it. But I do love the storyline here, the narrative they've constructed. So she was with Alpha, and then she got tired of Alpha. She said, you know what, I just want a beta male, a nice guy beta male. And then she turns to that guy, and it turns out he's trying to fucking kidnap her and strangle her. And then Alpha comes to the rescue, saves her, beats his ass, and then beats my ass. I was just watching.
Okay, baby, so then we're gonna go like this. 1, 2, and then we're gonna turn it, and then 1. Do you see that? Okay, stop. I can't even see your face.
Diana, what are you doing? Diana, stop.
Why are you calling me Diana?
Because that's your name.
No, but I like baby.
Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to hit you with the cold water. Most of the content I was showing you was Alpha's older content, where I believe he was more of a man. His recent, like, 10 posts are all about baby talk, and why baby talk is good. And you can see the dark spiral that's happening to the Alpha familia here on TikTok. I don't necessarily agree with the baby talk position being like an Alpha thing, but I'm not like this, you know, primordial alpha like he is, so I guess maybe I'm just not knowledgeable enough on the topic.
So I googled it, and it said that baby voices are healthy. Don't be a meanie, don't hurting my feelings. So this is 4 reasons why baby talk is good. So come here, baby. So number 1 is you get attached. You get attached to your partner. Number 2 is it gets you what you want.
That's true. Number 3, when she does it, I just want to protect her. And number 4, I really like it. And whatever the alpha likes goes. If you don't like it,
well, you can't argue with those points. Pretty bulletproof, watertight, and honestly, the only point that matters is that Alpha likes it, and if the Alpha likes it, then we're fucking idiots for not liking it. So, honestly, that's a problem for us, for people that don't like the baby talk. If the Alpha likes it, that means it is an objectively good thing. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. So yeah.